Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. Wednesday, I tell you. How you doing tonight? What are you grateful for this Wednesday, the 10th of May? The 10th of May today. Tell me about your day and what you and you, but especially you, are grateful for. That is what I want to know. Here now. That is what I want to know. How grateful you are. Tell me about it. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Lindsay, yes, some resale therapy. How are you? That's taking it to the next level tuning in tonight. It is great to have you all here. How are things in Illinois and Kentucky, right? Kentucky? I think I got my states right. I hope everybody's good tonight. Oh, hey, you need you time, Lindsay. It's all about taking time for you each and every day. Each and every day, it is so important. It is so important to take time. Take that mental health break, you know? Take time away from worrying. It was a gorgeous day here today. Absolutely gorgeous. And I was outside for a good part of it. I was outside for a good part of today. Been on the road a lot. And today I had the joy of working. Part of my work today was outside, so that was nice. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Great to have you here from Florida. Hope all is well in Florida. Hope the temperatures are moderating in Florida. I know I'm not going to get that lucky when I come to Florida, but I can wish when you wish upon a star. I don't know. I shouldn't. You didn't come here for me to sing. You didn't come here. It's a super cool glass, Lindsay. It really is. I originally found this glass in the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot. And I just really love it. Oh, that's great, Kitty. That is wonderful to do that with your team. It is good to give them the pep. Put some pep in their step, and food is usually a good way to do that. Everybody loves eating. Everybody loves eating. Well, I'm going to tell you, our story, our inspiration tonight is actually done by my day. So we're going to talk about my day today. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube, both Facebook and YouTube. So if you have any problems with Facebook, hop right on over to YouTube. I am over there, just right there. Tonight, we start with the Stay Positive book. Tonight we're on page 224. Grit. What is it? I believe it's driven by love, inspired by vision and purpose, fueled by optimism and belief, powered by faith and hope, revived by resilience, kept alive by stubbornness, and if we're honest, it includes fear of failure and desire to prove oneself. Is that not the truth? Is that not what grit is? Is that not what an entrepreneur is? It is. It is. So, what would you do? I know everybody worries about, and they really shouldn't, especially in the resale industry, competition. Okay, we worry about competition. We put these things in our head about competition, and we get a little nervous about it. Our mind is a terrible thing. It does terrible things to us when we let it run amok, 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 amok. Hey, April, how are you tonight? Great to have you here with us. So, it is something that gets away from us, and one of those worries is competition, and worrying about what the competition is doing, or this store is doing that, and the store across town is doing this. What if your competition was right next door? Would that freak you out even more? Like if a resale store opened up right next to you, another resale store. So would that freak you out? Would that drive you nuts? Would that drive you nuts? Would it make your mind go bananas with things? If you're a women's clothing store, if another women's clothing consignment store opened up right next to you, what would you do? If you're a furniture store, if another furniture store opened up right next to you, like literally right next to you or right across the street, in some ways it would help drive traffic. Yes, Lindsay, that is correct. But you'd be fighting for suppliers. Customers would shop both probably, but you'd be fighting for suppliers. That's for sure. You'd be arguing that, and the reason I talk about that, okay, tonight is because today Angie and I, well, Angie, Cassandra and I, we went to a place called Brimfield. And if you have never heard of Brimfield, it is the antique festival of the Northeast. Yeah, April, it would make most people nervous. So we went to the Antique Festival of the Northeast, okay, which is in Brimfield, Massachusetts. This happens 3 times a year. It is huge. It is a town. The As far as the eye can see, Angie was in charge of pictures today, so I don't have the pictures. But as far as the eye could see, I remember Cassandra saying, look, you can't see the end. You can't see the end. You can't see how far back each field goes. It is just uh, field after field, and they're just piled in with vendors. Okay, antique vendors that come from all over the country to this festival. And they have it 3 times a year. They have it in May, July, and September. We usually skip the July because it's way too hot. But we were able to go before Angie flew back today. We were able to go to that today. And so basically, your competition is in the next booth. Your competition is right there, the next booth over, the booth across from you. Okay, the place where people spend their money. Okay, and this your competition isn't that close, but the opportunities or the choices are the same. So one of the things that we paid attention to, besides, okay, love, just all that they did with plays, the type of items they had, which was what is interesting. The business side of it for me, packing all this stuff up, unpacking it in a field, that whole business aspect and systems and processes, resonates with me. But what would make you stop? If two, I'm going to use, since Lindsay mentioned, I'm going to use my glass. If two different dealers, okay, right next to each other had this glass at the front of their booth, what would make you walk in more? What would make you walk in and see what else they had? If this caught your eye, if this beautiful glass caught your eye, what would make you walk in? What would make you walk in or keep on walking? Yes, they are a lot of work. These antique markets are a lot of work. I would not, could not. That is not for me. There are ways that dealers make money and travel the country and everything else. The vibe, exactly, Lindsay. What was the vibe? What was the interaction with the people in the booth? What were the smells? Did they have a scent? Did they have a candle burning? Did they have a scent? Were they playing music? What did they have lights in their booth? Okay, did they have lights in their tent so that it felt brighter and more inviting when you came in? Was it all cramped or were the aisles open? Could you walk in? The vibe. And that is the lesson there. I see you're right on top of it. Oh, they had food. They had food. The food trucks galore at this, Kitty. Food trucks and beer trucks and wine trucks and all sorts of things. Uh, all your favorite fair food, all your favorite junk food. Although we went out for Mexican just before Angie's flight because it was an amazing Mexican restaurant near the airport. Um, but yes, that vibe, that you know, Zen. Did they have a puppy that with them that was there playing and greeting everybody? All of those things is what sets you apart. That vibe. Your juju. Your juju. Okay? What makes you you. Okay? What sets you apart? Okay? Anybody can sell if anybody can sell you this glass, okay, what makes you choose one over the other? And it is the vibe. It's not just about price. Okay, because we haven't even gotten to prices. What makes us go into these booths versus other booths that we would just keep on walking. Same stuff, but we would just keep on walking. It is. It's a lot of fun, Kitty. It's a lot of fun. It really it's such a neat time. We really enjoy it. We don't necessarily buy a lot of these things when we go, but we have a great time and we see all sorts of neat things. So it is something we truly enjoy doing. Absolutely, positively. Uh, it is a wonderful experience. So that is what I'm telling you tonight. That's what I want you to think about. Okay, is your vibe. What are you giving off in your store to set you apart to any of your neighbors? Okay, because it's a choice. When someone walks in your store, it is a great pricing lesson. We bring staff to it usually once a year. We couldn't work it for May. We're putting it on. We're getting it on all the staff's calendar for September for our home decor staff, so that we can have a field trip in because it's a great lesson in display, okay, and in pricing. So it is a great trip. But that is what that is. There are so many lessons with this, but that vibe to get people to keep on walking in. April's available in September. All right, April. It's fun. Angie had a good time today. Check with Angie to see if you're allowed to come. July is just too freaking hot. July is just too freaking. Unless there's a cool front coming through in July. July doing it the week that they have it in July is too hot. But it is this kind of inspiration, this kind of what's happening in your store that keeps people walking in, that keeps people going further. Because all of us have stores of different size. But when you're walking through it, when you're going deeper, okay, when you're looking at more, okay, that is incredibly important. That is incredibly important. Um, so thinking about that is really cool. Thinking about how you do that in your store, and connect with the people that walk in to give them your vibe to make them walk in further, to make them not come in, do a quick loop, and get out of there. Okay, it has to be part of the vibe, and that is what I'm telling you. And Angie will post pictures and talk more about that. But because it was so fresh today, because we did that, that was our project for the day. I wanted to talk about that tonight because that is really will help you take your store to the next level. I mean, it's all about that. Store windows and displays set the tone. Absolutely. That is what we're talking about. Is that inviting? Does that open you up to coming in? Does that open you up to keep on going in? That is exactly what I'm talking about, April. Absolutely. Because it's so incredibly important. Set that vibe, set that tone, Give give it your all and get them in because we were really surprised. I mean, people pay a lot of money to be at this. This is not a cheap antique market to be at. Okay, this is not a cheap market to be at, and they pay a lot of money and they give up a lot of time. And some of them stay in hotels, some of them live in the back of their cars or their campers during this event that goes through Sunday. So I mean, started today, goes through Sunday. And so what are you going to do to bring those people in? And that's what I want to do. I want to bring those people in and make them happy. So think about that. Think about how you're going to do that in your store, and then drop us a note. Let us know. Let us know. Reach out and let us know. That is what I'm telling you. That is the lesson today. What else I'm telling you is this video and everything I talk about, goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe. And oh yes, thankfully I have my bell. You can ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know, the butcher, the baker, the stick maker, so we can help everyone grow a better business. If you have a question in between, just email neil@nextlevelresale.com. neil@nextlevelresale.com. I will be here Sunday at 8 ish. Not on the road till the middle of the week next week. Something like that. I've lost track of the days, but I think it's the middle of the week. We start the program every night with the Stay Positive book. Stay positive, people. That's what I'm telling you. Tonight we're on page 224. Grit, what is it? I believe it's driven by love, inspired by vision and purpose, fueled by optimism and belief, powered by faith and hope, revived by resilience, kept alive by stubbornness, and if we're honest, includes the fear of failure and desire to prove oneself. Not easy. It might take longer than you expect. There'll be days you question yourself and wonder if it's worth it, or if you're on the right path. Trust your gut. Pay your dues, work hard and smart, and eventually success will come. Yes, it will. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Neil Abelson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah. We will party. We are always a good party here, but until then, and until Sunday at more 8 than ish, know that you and you, but most importantly, you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you on Sunday. It's time for dessert.